Thanks so much for listening to Houston's Morning News. We're glad you're here. We're also glad that attorney and just a sports fan, Walter Champion, is with us here this morning. Walter, I mean, haven't we grown weary of the government chasing after athletes who stuff substances in their bodies to hit the ball further or hit a guy harder or get chicks or whatever the case is? Roger Clemens, I mean, the Rocket, former Astro, this guy is a legend. Can't they just leave him alone? What's going on here?
You are absolutely right. I have two words for you. One is the witch hunt, or the other one is a jihad. That's not two words, it's probably one word, but they're just going after him. I think more of a conspiracy theory than anything else, if you bear with me. In 2003, George Bush, who used to own a baseball team, he said that the worst problem in the United States in his State of the Union address was steroids with athletes. Now, I thought we had Osama bin Laden and other things going on, but he said it was the worst thing that was happening. And the Mitchell report came after that, et cetera, et cetera. I think the figure for Barry Bonds was $100 million going after him. I'm thinking the Attorney General has better things.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I think the Attorney General's got his own problems, quite frankly. I wish that he was as forthcoming with documents about Fast and Furious, but that's an entirely different conversation. So you got Bud Selig. You mentioned George Mitchell. I mean, we've kind of all done this before, and what happened was there were inconsistencies, and the prosecution screwed this up the last time.
Oh, big time.
But why are we doing this again?
I have no idea. I mean, they screwed up so badly, the judge had to speak to him like they were 6-year-olds. He said, this is a mistake that a first-year law student wouldn't have made. I teach law. And it was like the most obvious hearsay thing. The judge, said, do not do this. I'm telling you, don't do this. Now, I'm wondering either they're stupid or they did it on purpose, because it is a first-year error. Hearsay, you have to have the witness. You can't. Well, I mean,
let me ask, Walter, could they throw this thing out? I mean, we're now going through jury selection, and this is excruciating. I mean, Rusty Hardin, I love this guy. If you listen to him, he's just taking his good old time. But could the judge at some point just say, look, this is nuts. We're throwing this thing right out?
He certainly could. He probably will not, but he certainly could. Yes, he does have that power.
All right.
He could do it, yeah. And I don't see how they can prove any. I mean, even in a practical way, it's not a big crime. It's not a murder. It's not this. It's not that. They really should think about using their resources in a different way than what they're doing now.
And our
it's a holy war.
And our taxpayer dollars in a different way. All right. Well, we are on the same page. Did I hear you blame Bush for this? Is that what you did? You blame George?
Bush, yes.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I heard that right.
Conspiracy theory even goes beyond that. He was the owner of the baseball team in 1994. They didn't have a World Series, and baseball was as low as it can go. Then all of a sudden, people started hitting home runs. You can't tell me George Bush did not know that. Everybody knew that.
All right, Walter. All right, that's another conspiracy theory we'll get into another day. I love it. A sports and entertainment attorney, Walter Champion, joining us here this morning.